Hurricane Matthew's toll is rising in the southeast. The storm is blamed for at least 19 deaths. Severe flooding led to more than 1,000 water rescues. The cost of property damage could hit $6 billion.
Watch the rainfall totals. Of course, this is one thing that we're extremely worried about in our area. Already by 5 o'clock this afternoon, Fayetteville looking at the potential of 8 inches of rain. That will cause flooding.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round.
When a disaster happens, everybody comes to town. But then, after a certain period of time, or when the next disaster happens, everybody leaves.
And what we learned from the 2011 tornadoes is it is important to have a volunteer organization to help with recovery efforts after everyone's gone.
It's a coalition of organizations, churches, businesses, government agencies, all of that, because you cannot do it by no one organization can do what is required to do the work that is necessary over a long-term recovery process, which is what the CDRC is.
Because we know from the history of disasters that when a flood or a hurricane hits or tornadoes, that things don't get fixed immediately.
You ride through town even today, almost a year later, and I think by the time of this viewing of this video, it will be over a year later from Hurricane Matthew, and there's still a lot of devastation.
The long-term recovery process is about these persons who have done some of what they can with inadequate resources. So insurance gives some money, FEMA might give some money, they might put in their own money in the recovery process, but it's not enough to finish the project.
And what we found is recovery is as important as rescue. Right now we have a lot of families who are their houses still need repaired. We still need support in our community. We also have families who are still displaced.
Mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise.
Well, what happens in a disaster is that different people have different resources. So some people have access to money, some people have access to construction expertise, some people have access to volunteers, some people have access to spiritual support or counseling, and the Cumberland Disaster Recovery Coalition brings all these people to the table.
With the coalition, we get the information that we might not have available, information that we don't know, such as resources that are available in the community. So when we come together and get that information out there, put on that table when we are talking about the recovery, that help us find those resources that the clients so much need.
The biggest portion of disaster relief and disaster relief is to reduce the duplication of efforts. The committee that we have here with the CDRC reduces the amount of duplication of efforts.
So what are we doing now? People are still needing help to recover now. That's why we need those partnerships. That's why we need help from individuals and businesses.
And we have a responsibility to ensure that whatever resources that are needed in the community, that we're able to come back to the CDRC and be able to present the need of the community so that others around the table who have the ability to reach those individuals can join us in the next venture out.
Well, personally, this is my community. I was born here, right at Cape Fear Valley Hospital, and I think sometimes small towns like Fayetteville may get overlooked, but I just hope there's more people out there that care about their city and willing to help each other.
And so the collaboration is invaluable. I mean, I can go on and on and on naming so many agencies that were involved in this effort, all coming together for a common cause to help citizens in need.
People need to be involved in this organization or a long-term recovery group, because it's not a matter of if another disaster is going to take place, it's a matter of when. I want people to know that there are people still in need. I want people to know that we need people to step up. Volunteers, give of your time, you know, not just money, give of your time. We need people to help repair these homes. We need people to encourage people and stay involved and let them know that they are not forgotten.
When I was growing up, they used to say it takes a village to raise a child. And literally, it takes a community to restore and recover from Hurricane Matthew. It could never be just one person or even 10. There are hundreds, if not thousands of people that have come together.
We have families who don't have a home, who ask us to please help them. And so we need them on the table because we need assistance, whether it's resources, monetary, volunteer work. We need that.
The passion that I have learned that this community have, all those organizations that have volunteered their hours and hours of effort is incredible, and they just stay and they're focused and they have this energy and this passion to get the job done.
And that's just, I'm almost about to tear up over it. It's moving. And I hope that the Cumberland County citizens feel like all of us that were involved truly felt their pain, truly was there for them, and truly want to make their life better after the storm. We can't make it back to where it was, but what we can do to at least help them find some type of normalcy, and whatever that normalcy may look like. It may be different, it may be a new normal, but helping them get back to normalcy.
That's how this concept of the heart of Matthew, we all know hurricanes have an eye. Well, we at the CDRC, sitting with all our organizations, coming together, we're the heart, and we've proven it in the past 10 months coming up to the year. All of us have put in a little piece, and we put that heart together again. The heart of this coalition is what keeps the survivors fit. They know they're not going to be forgotten. They know that we have the heart to make sure that everything is going to be okay. Nobody is going to be left behind. It's going to take a while. It's going to take resources. It's going to take a lot of efforts. But these organizations have proven beyond any doubt that they have heart, and that heart and that passion is what's going to get us all together again. And the heart of Cumberland will be okay. The eye of Matthew cannot destroy the heart.